certain you remember nothing of this place.
Oh, nothing that would help us. Tell me, brother, why exactly are we doing this?
I do not know.
Oh, that's comforting. Look, I know you expect more from the smartest man alive, but Odin always kept me in the dark about this place. Which is why I urged you to seek Freya's guidance. Repeatedly.
She does not seem eager to speak with me.
Well, quite the opposite, brother. But you tell yourself whatever you need to.
I see a shore ahead. Black sand.
Exactly as described in the invitation. We finally bloody made it.
Something is happening.
Back to basics, then. Well, that felt unsettling. Like we've plunged into a dream. Doesn't seem anyone's here to welcome us.
Locked.
I don't suppose you'll take that as our cue to turn around and leave?
Reatha Sialfur, Sinum Hautum.
To be one's own master.
Master thyself.
A more poetic way of putting it, but yes.
Something is wrong. I feel weaker.
Valhalla may not appreciate our breaking in.
My shield.
Behind you! Not the sort of foes I expected to encounter here. Curious. Seems it's the way of this place to offer you a choice. At least you're not going in completely hobbled. Behind you, watch out! Perhaps the last remaining pocket of Asgard. Something unreal about it all. This part seems peaceful. We should have a look around.
You truly believe Freya would have aided us in this?
Aided us, talked sense into you. Win-win either way, really. I certainly can't see how there's any benefit to avoiding her.
I am not avoiding her.
Brother, you've gone to bloody Valhalla to avoid her. At least be honest with yourself.
It is not her.
We'll have to finish that later. Bifrost! Tread carefully, brother. We're back outside.
You marched into Valhalla without even talking to us first?
Nice to see you too, milady.
It was a personal matter, and I would not take you from your duties.
You breached Valhalla. Consider it worth my time. This entrance is secret. Who told you of this place?
Nailed to our door 3 days ago.
Kratos of Sparta, you are hereby invited to a challenge. Face the past to face the future. Master Valhalla, master thyself. And then directions here, no signature.
Who else knows of this entrance?
Odin and us. It's likely a trap.
You're thinking of going back in.
Would you join me?
Oh, don't let me intrude on your personal matter. Besides, I can't. Unlike the two of you, I've never died.
What happens if I return inside?
Well, that depends on you. Valhalla draws from the memories of those who enter. In there, you're an open book. Sure, you want to go back in.
How did you even get past the gate?
I forced it open.
With his bare hands.
He forced it open.
There's an easier way if you insist on going back in. Come.
Sigrun, maybe later we could continue with that one conversation.
For once, Mimir. I think you've said enough.
Ah, right then.
And the other matter we discussed? You're still thinking, I take it?
I am.
Is that what this is? Guess I'll let you think, then.
All right, gentlemen. Let's send you in properly prepared this time. First, Valhalla requires you to perform the ritual of selection. Good. Now, let my sisters speak to you of Valhalla's rules and its values.
What do you know of this place?
The challenge of Valhalla is not merely about overcoming obstacles. It's about the way you overcome them, how you demonstrate mastery of your own powers. We can guide you down a path, but Valhalla will be the judge of your progress. Return to me when you've met a goal, and we will observe the effects.
What have you to say?
Valhalla seeks to foster wholeness and balance within those who enter. To fully master yourself, you can't rely on only your most familiar tactics.
I use the tactics appropriate to the situation.
Of course, but varying your approach will demonstrate to Valhalla the full mastery of your abilities, and Valhalla will reward such demonstrations. Be sure to come back and see me as you progress.
I am ready.
Air, Gunnar, with me. Now you can enter Valhalla by this gate, without suffering the penalty of breaching.
Thank you, Sigrun.
Any cursed feeling this time?
No, all is well.
Thank you, shield maidens. All right, let's try this whole thing again. New attempt, new choices to make. A fresh start. Mind you, look out!
Mímir, what is at odds between you and Sigrun? Did you anger her?
I wouldn't say she's angry with me. Irritated, perhaps. Disappointed, certainly. But you needn't worry yourself, brother. I won't let it distract from whatever it is we're doing here. So, it is no piece of Asgard at all. Just something spun from your memory of it. Fascinating. Brother, I must admit, Freya's idea does make quite a bit of sense to me. What better god of war could the realms ask than a general who won Ragnarok? And won it trying to save...
Mímir, let us talk later. I need to focus.
No, focus, of course. I suppose this is about how you remember Jotunheim, eh?
I do agree with you about Freya's council. It is a noble idea. It should succeed on her merits.
How's that, brother?
Freya is known to the realms and native to them, respected by all, an experienced leader.
Experienced enough to know that a shared power is best for the people.
That she would share power proves she is worthy to wield it.
Even so, why make her wield it alone? Without Odin, the realms have a chance to forge a new peace. When conflicts do arise and can't be talked through, a god of war ensures those conflicts have rules and enforces them. They need might and judgment, and credibility across the realms. Who else would she pick, brother? Not permitted that way, it seems, and no way to pry it open. This must be how you remember Sparklefight.
Freya knows I would not refuse to aid her when in need. I have done and will do my part to fight for peace, regardless of title, regardless of whether I sit in authority.
You know as well as I do there's power in words, oaths. The people need to know you're committed, to them and to yourself. That you'll be there for them, and I know that you will. I understand you've got misgivings, man. But put your past behind you. We all see it.
You do not know everything that I am.
That you were. You've told me of your past, and yes, much of it was horrible. But you've proven over and over again that you're not that man anymore.
There. That is the path we seek. A way up and forward. Valhalla's inner reaches. I can feel it.
If there's an upside to this Valhalla madness, at least it's good to see you in action again. You're already more your cheery self than I've seen in moons. Without Atreus or a fight in front of you, I wonder after your well-being.
What is this?
You recognize your old seat, don't you? Kratos. I have not forgotten the debt I owe you.
Do you really think he understands the stakes? This still feels reckless.
Here they are now.
That's odd. We're back outside, but we didn't... you know.
Sometimes you reach as far as you're ready to go. Valhalla's decision, or yours? Does this mean you're done in there?
No. I will discover who invited me. I believe I am close.
You're sure it's worth dying for?
Oh, I think we're fairly accustomed to dying at this point.
Don't be glib, Mímir. Valhalla restores you after honorable death in combat, but beyond that, it makes its own rules. And if you don't play by them... Kratos, the threat of death in there is real.
That is good to know.
If by good, you mean wildly disconcerting.
I do wish you luck. Truly.
Those who adapt are not bound by circumstance.
Let's see. Do these tasks, return here for rewards. Fair enough.
You'll beat Valhalla at its own game. I know it.
It's never been easier to be better. A durable improvement. A memory of your past made manifest.
A dangerous memory.
Memory of Vanaheim now. Brother, I beg you not to remember the exploding plants.
What did you say about a forest? You remember being elsewhere when Helios took your place.
Aye. Guess I didn't mention that while we were plummeting, but yes, I was in a forest, much like that of my youth. Back on my old body too. It was a bit dreamlike, to be honest.
Do you wish to return there?
I can't say I don't. I'm concerned, but I'm more than curious. Guess my memories are fair game in here as well. Don't suppose they'll just stick to the pleasant ones, will they?
Unlikely.
We could use some limited time assistance, couldn't we?
Find you! Incoming!
Well, that's a neat trick. It's quite a new power Valhalla's conjured for you. That sword isn't something full of terrible memories, I hope.
What do you think?
It exacts a toll, but it might be worth it. you right! Joker, left flank! Why don't we talk about that image of you in the shrine we keep seeing? If Valhalla keeps pulling it out of your head, it must have some significance to you. Could it be that the idea of being loved and respected is a fair mite better than the alternative? Now, hear me out, and it's not as though I'm the smartest man alive or anything, but don't you think joining Freya's council could put you in a position?
Right flank!
I believe your target's on the battlefield there. Parry and strike, brother. That's the one you needed. Grand. We should be free to move up to the next area now. A little boost this time around, maybe. Oh, I see now. They must keep the primordial realms up here on the top shelf. Getting back to that image of you on the shrine. I'll grant you ambition can be a poisonous motive, but your ambitions are only to help people, not for your own glory, right? Make the world a better, safer place. I think maybe that image of you is symbolic of your desire to walk a righteous path. Valhalla's little signpost.
You're sure accepting Freya's offer is the right thing for me? Or for the realms?
I think we're here to make sure about that, one way or the other.
Right, look out!
Ah, we're up by those statues now. Judges, did you say? Perhaps the higher planes of Valhalla correspond to the deepest reaches of your memory.
Hello, me again.
If I must carry you, make yourself useful. Say what you see in battle.
Aye, aye, asshole. Always looking for an edge. Is this a game to you? They locked you out. Guess we better poke around the old neighborhood. See what sorts of acquaintances are looking to reconnect. Challenge here. More challenge, more loot, and more. Ruthless as ever, Kratos. Kill the thing someone told you to kill. Yay. Might want to pick up the pace, unless you want everything to get more difficult. Great job not hurrying. You feel like your fight's tougher after all. Behind you, watch out! Behind you, incoming! Floating eyeball tentacles? No to this! This one looks easy. Easy is Ah, there's the one you have to get! I do believe that's all of it. The way up should be clear. Getting harder as you delay. What is that?
Bifrost magic.
Not my favorite. Shield, strike it now! heading back to the cage, are we? I guess Valhalla is giving you a second chance. Well, now it's a party. Incoming tide! What are you planning to do this time, Kratos? Wait, no, don't tell me. The suspense is honestly the only thing keeping me awake. Here's a radical thought for you. Maybe it only counts as a sacrifice if you give up someone you value. I think we all know that. Cyclops! You'll never guess their weak spot. Here we are. Let's see what brilliant move you've done. Kratos? Surely you're not supposed to. You know what? I'd like to see this.
Brother? Oh, where are we now? Tyr!
The invitation was yours.
I would have signed it, but it was important you come here for your own reasons.
Then you're not an illusion.
You're in the flesh, old friend.
What do you want?
I know what you're wrestling with, Spartan. I understand it better than you realize. The shame. The doubt. The question I could find no answer for until I came here. Lifetimes ago. Stepped through that door.
What is in there?
I'm not here to spoil that for you. Only to help you prepare.
Why?
Because I can. Because for us, fighting occupies the body, while our minds work out the rest. Because you're not ready. Yet.
Show me.
I'm sorry! Why exactly are you attacking us?
Consider it a kind of trial by combat, Mímir. When Kratos can get the better of me, we'll know his mind has done the work. A man at war with himself places a deficit upon his focus. He is impatient, emotional, easily surprised. A man at one with himself has a clearer mind, sharper instincts. That man is ready to win. That man is ready to progress. Arms up!
Behind you, brother!
An attack of Olympian power! Well done, Kratos. I yield.
Good then.
Perhaps you are ready now.
Am I?
Honestly, nobody can truly say that but you.
I am not ready.
Yet. But we will get you there.
Valhalla has an offering.
We did more things and more things to do. Check.
Air.
Use this. Do you feel adaptability sharpening your skills? Amplifying your power? I'd like to tell you a story that I think will help you along your path.
I will hear.
Early in my life, before I was a Valkyrie, I was a healer in a small village. My father trained me in the use of herbs and natural remedies. To him, coming from a long line of herbal healers, that was the only true medicine. But visiting the city, I saw healers who used magic. Only magic, to treat their patients. I'd seen it work. And work wonders. I tried to tell my father, but he said mage healing was against his philosophy, a dangerous shortcut that violated tradition. Being a good daughter, I respected his convictions. But that all changed when he took ill. That's a good place to stop for now. When you're further along on your journey, I'll share the next part of my story.
Valhalla salutes you.
Now these would make a real and lasting difference.
Shield Maiden.
A blessing. Once again, you rise to the occasion. I hear you like stories. I got one for you.
Proceed.
I wasn't born with the privilege of some of my sisters in arms. I wasn't bred for greatness. I was just the daughter of some poor innkeeper. Matter of fact, I wasn't even his. He just raised me after somebody left me there. I didn't have much going for me, but I had one thing. I wasn't afraid of anyone. If somebody was asking for a punch in the face, I never thought twice. Brought a heap of trouble on myself that way, it's true. But I sure learned how to fight. Enough for now. I'll pick that up later. We are all impressed by your progress, General. We've never seen anyone engage Valhalla quite the way you have.
Sigrun,
How fares your journey?
we have uncovered our host. It is Tyr.
Tyr, you say?
Aye, and no projection either.
I never knew his connection to Valhalla was so strong. But then, he goes back further than I do. Fascinating.
Kratos, I'm glad to see you're back inside. It seems Valhalla has arranged something special for you in the throne room. See you again soon, Freya.
behind you! Look out!
I know this.
You remember this, Kratos. The memory is vivid. A familiar scene to any that know your legend. A man at the crossroads of a fateful decision.
Aye, you've spoken of this, brother. The pact you made with Ares to stave off the barbarian horde.
The day I sold my soul to a god of war. Why show me this?
Well, if I had to guess, probably to make you feel like the piece of shit you are.
Is he necessary?
He's no part of my design. He's either Valhalla's or yours.
At least he hasn't replaced me again. Not yet, anyway. Seems a real charmer. A memory fragment of your time in Alfheim, then?
Tell me, who was Kratos of Sparta the day you made your pledge to Ares?
I was the youngest captain in the Spartan army. I had gained a reputation for my skills in combat, my command on the battlefield, but also my aggression. I was determined to never lose, and until then, never had. My men were loyal, fiercely so.
How many Spartans did you kill?
Not enough that day.
How many barbarians did you face?
Thousands. Dear, why help prepare me to take your old position? Why not fulfill it yourself? You seem capable.
To the mortals of these realms, I am an ancient myth.
Hate to interrupt you, Tyr, but we're pushing ahead now. I believe your target's on the battlefield there. Einarja, on the left! Kratos, don't let them hit you!
Behind you! Look out!
That's the one you needed. Well, that's a load off. Excellent. The way should be clear. Up and onward. It may be just for this try, but a little assist would be nice.
I'm back! What a thrill! I must say, it's genuinely hard to think of anything stupider than pledging your soul to Ares of all people. I mean, any of Zeus's brood are bound to be garbage, present company by no means excluded. But Ares made a real art out of being vicious and depraved. So, I suppose I can't begrudge you your role model. I see you still use the blades he gave you. Can you really say you regret a decision, and still keep benefiting from the trappings of that decision? I'm not sure, I'm just asking. You ever try to do the math on how many people died as a result of your little collaboration? Like contemplating the grains of sand on a beach, isn't it? Just overwhelming, honestly.
What is that?
Looks like someone left you a party favor. Oh, and it's a symbolic totem of your shame. That's so thoughtful. Ah, now you've done it. You're being judged. And we all know your past actions wouldn't pass muster with anybody. Oh, I meant to ask, how did you like setting yourself on fire? Truly entertaining stuff. Sorry to miss how it ended up. I think maybe you still have some ash on your skin. Am I crazy? Please, take your sweet, sweet time. Siren? Cover my ears! Kratos! Disrupted, you half-wit! Wrong weapon, man! Ruthless as ever, Kratos. And stay dead! getting's been gotten. Smell. Left flank! Losing vigor, are you? Might want to pick up the pace, unless you want everything to get more difficult. Ah, maximum challenge, maximum reward. Straight up, Kratos. Your shield! Strike now! That's the one Valhalla considers a challenge. Left flank! And things just got better. Did you forget that haste is an active here? Incoming, back here! Sever the link already! Behind you! Incoming! run back to the start and ascend, or whatever it is. Any primitive armed ruffians? Incoming dive! Incoming back here! Great job not hurrying. You do like your fights tougher after all. I assume you can handle a pack of feral beasts. Behind you, incoming! From behind, incoming! Decisions.
Oh, I'm back, brother.
Well done, Kratos. I brought something else to keep things interesting. You're not the only one with weapons from far-off lands, you know. Ready? Arms up! How many have seen that rage and lived to tell? Blood for blood, Ruira!
Look out! Blood off!
Focus, Kratos! Don't get distracted. fallen. Carry me!
Brother, destroy them before they reach here!
Why did you do it, Kratos? Why did you pledge yourself to Ares?
I was ambitious. Proud. I could not accept defeat. I crave power.
Is that all? Are you sure? Nothing more to that story? Nothing else under the surface?
Behind you, brother!
Be ready! I yield, Kratos.
Very well.
I believe you found an understanding within yourself. Shall we see?
Fools. It's not only memories.
Indeed. For what is a memory apart from our perspective on it? You know the evils that came of your path. You know the evils within yourself. Yes, these you dwell on. But it's not that simple, is it?
The Horde is vast, brother. What would have happened if you didn't stop it?
Our lands would have been overrun. Our people killed, violated.
People your army was sworn to protect. An army led by you. Did you not feel a duty to fulfill your purpose? Did you not fear for the safety of your homeland? You saved them.
You would excuse my actions.
Excusing them is not the exercise, Kratos. Only accepting them. Accepting that you acted based on what you knew then, not on what was to come. Your motivation and their consequences are far more complicated than you let yourself believe. I think perhaps you have more to process.
Yes. I have much to think about. I will return.
And I will be waiting.
Your friend sent the invitation in the first place?
Yes. His voice echoes in the halls. There's no mistaking it.
So it's Tyr's game you're playing? This is all his idea?
A game is not his purpose. There is something here I must see through.
And what is that exactly?
Process.
All right. If it's helping, I trust you both.
We all do. As we trust in Valhalla.
Even after what it did to you.
I knew the rules and chose to break them. I regret nothing.
In the face of change, those who adapt triumph, while the rigid falter.
Back to my story.
Continue.
So, there I was, Little Miss Brawl Magnet. If I wasn't starting the fight, I was the first one charging in to join it. Maybe it's something in the Asgard water, but seemed like there was always a fight to be had. I guess I needed the rush, something to keep me sharp, feeling alive. I was driven, without fear or frankly much sense, to hold me back. Got myself a bit of a reputation, and that ended up being a problem. This notorious bully I'd humiliated held on to a grudge and tried to track me down. Found out way too easily who I was and where I lived. Set out to teach me a lesson.
We'll pick it up there when you progress further.
Since we keep going back in, I take it this process is working for you somehow.
Yes. Succeed or fail, I feel progress. Clarity. I need to see it through.
Very good, brother.
On your right!
An infamous act. One they still spoke of in the years of rebuilding. I somehow doubted they meant it so literally.
I'll give you this, brother. Your technique has improved immeasurably.
I needed his power to secure my vengeance against the gods. I believed I had no choice.
No choice? You could have not ripped my head off my body. That was absolutely an option.
And he's back.
But that wasn't the worst of it, was it, Kratos? Killing me deprived Greece of the sun. They were plunged into perpetual cold and darkness. Crops ceased to grow. Famine descended on our homeland. Not that you cared.
Enough.
He is bitter, isn't he?
Kratos, I'm curious. Your decision to behead, was it fueled by any personal motivations? Or was it really just a means to an end?
It was not personal. I did know him long before I killed him. He was as insufferable as any god. But his death brought me no satisfaction.
Did you know what would happen as a result?
When Helios was captured by the god of dreams, the lands fell into darkness and were not restored until his return. I knew exactly what would happen.
Behind you! Go! Incoming! Above you! On your right!
Kratos, I hope you'll forgive me for overhearing. But before you first found your way to me, you were grappling with the symbolism of your former seat of power. May I offer a perspective?
You may.
Before I became God of War...
Tyr, sorry to interrupt, but Kratos is charging ahead.
Of course. Find your focus.
Watch the horn!
Tyr, earlier you spoke to me as though I seek to lead. As if I were someone to be followed.
Your self-criticisms, valid and otherwise, seem well reflected here in Valhalla. It's no accident that your mind manifested that throne. It's more than a symbol. It's a challenge to revisit your assumptions. Mímir is right. You have the power, and I think the wisdom, to redefine what it means to you. To assert
Sorry to
that...
cut in, but we're about charging ahead now.
I hope to see you soon.
There's the one Valhalla's mark!
Behind you! Incoming!
Ha! I knew you'd get that one. Grand. We should be free to move up to the next area now. Hard not to take Valhalla up on some help, even if it's just for this attempt. Modi? That's bad boy!
He's got grip! Behind you! Incoming!
Like my hair standing on end.
Everything got
a son of Thor out of your memory, of all things.
Hello again, Kratos! And lest we forget, Kratos, lest we neglect to place your deed in full and proper context, I saved your life. Me! And you literally tore off my head for my troubles. Imagine if all your new friends knew how you used to treat your old friends. Of course, you're not the same man, right? Now, you only get your friends killed through lack of foresight. Far easier to blame others that way, am I right?
I know you are a projection of the mind. But for what it is worth, the death I gave you was unjust.
Oh, how touching. Yeah, not actually worth the spittle it took to mumble that out. Do not do that again. Nobody wants to hear that from you. A little something to remember by. I truly hope it brings you unrelenting torment. Chills you just a little when they do that, doesn't it? Feels like judgment. Getting a choice regarding your fate must be nice. You're enjoying this, aren't you? Great! Oh, you've missed these slippery bastards, haven't you? It's in the ground! Disrupt it, you half-wit! Wrong weapon, man! Getting siphoned, right flank! Left flank! A minute! Now we'll see who's half a man! It's charging at us! Now that's the Kratos that brought down Atlas. One floats. Diamonds, they float. Left flank. Ah, you bagged your prize game. How interesting. A dragon bird. I hope it pecks you to death. Mind the tail, you imbecile! Incoming back here! Valhalla singled one out for you there. Shield, strike it, now!
Sever the link already! Left flank!
That's it. You've opened a way forward with your bloodstained savage ways. I want to see. Troglodyte? It's charging at us! Blind behind you! We're on fire! That's a nice change of pace! It's only getting harder as you delay, Kratos. That winged creature with a trident? Don't let him claw back! Yes, pick something and let's go.
Welcome, Kratos. Honor me with another sparring match. I have another cherished weapon from my travels to show you. Ready to see? Be ready! Just a subtle shift in weight. Having fun yet? Tell me, Kratos, truly, how did it feel to plunge your homeland into darkness?
I did not intend the land to suffer, but I was indifferent, consumed only by rage and retribution.
That is not what I asked. How did it feel, in that moment, your soul given over to darkness, bringing a darkness over everything you could see?
It felt true.
Darkness, watch out! Your curve!
Brother, get to the light!
Arms up! Are you ready to win? Show me! Darkness come! Your curve!
There's light over there, brother!
Defend yourself! I yield. I yield.
Good then.
I don't think you were indifferent, Kratos. I think you were hurt. Deeply hurt. And you handled it unskillfully.
Wait, is that you restoring the sun? You took Helios' chariot and put the sun back in the sky, but sacrificed yourself in the process.
Yes. I fell to my death, and was saved by Helios. But this memory happened before I killed him. My evils were yet to come. What is the point?
That your legacy has always been a complicated one. That goodness is not a destination we arrive at, but a practice. Misfortune may drive anyone to darkness. We resist it only through wisdom and vigilance. You are not so unskillful now as you were then. Better voices in your head, you might call it. I think that's enough for now. You have much to contemplate.
Yes.
Back to the beach then.
You should be proud of your progress, Kratos. See you soon.
It seems like you're making progress, whatever you're doing in there.
Perhaps.
Listen, I know I made you feel like we expected more of you than you could give. And I just want you to know, I'm not asking you to change how you are or who you are. We had to break the old world to build a new one. Picking up the pieces and putting them together stronger. It's a rare opportunity. You made a difference here. In some circles, a symbol of change. On many days, just knowing that you're a part of the Council is enough.
And other days?
You've earned a voice. How you use it is up to you.
Sigrun, inside we encountered a son of Thor.
It wouldn't really be him in there, I can assure you. You have a memory of a past fight, and I'm sure Valhalla takes advantage.
But why him?
I don't think that's for me to say.
Well, something for us to ponder in between melees.
Valhalla's compliments, General.
Shield mated.
Take this. There is a secret weapon that turns challenges into triumph. And that is your ability to adapt. I'll tell you more of my story now, if you care to hear it.
Continue.
If you remember, my father had fallen ill. It was bad. An illness unknown to us. I offered to fetch the mage healer from the city, but my father refused. He insisted herbs were the only way to help him. You can guess what happened next. He was gone before the spring. I was devastated. In time, I grew to hate my father's philosophy, and dedicated myself to healing through magic. It was a blind rejection of an entire field, because I believed it failed my father, because I blamed his death on his faith. The truth is, I traded one limiting perspective for another, but I wasn't ready to see that yet. That's a good place to stop for now.
Ready for more story?
Continue.
So, the bully with a grudge. He comes to the inn in the dead of night, chucks a bottle of fire through the window, sets the whole place ablaze. The coward thought I was inside in bed, but luckily I was just getting home. I saw the flames shoot up and surround where my father was sleeping. Well, this wasn't going to be the day I started hesitating. I charged into the fire and dragged him out. Not unscathed exactly, either of us, but alive. And if I was too angry and fearless for my own good before, now, well, I charged right into that bastard's lair, me against his whole gang. Honestly, I had no business coming out of that alive. As it turned out, I came out of there with a job. But we'll get to that next time.
Behind you! Incoming!
A substitute daughter. A box full of evils. This one feels important.
This is your blacksmith story, isn't it? His girl was the key, and he died protecting her?
Protecting her from me. I opened that box seeking means to kill Ares. And what I released.
Pretty much turned all the gods crazy. Thanks again for that.
Quiet head.
Unfortunate. The time I spend in my own Valhalla means you get more time with him.
Kratos, how well did you know the blacksmith's daughter?
Pandora. She reminded me of my own daughter, who I lost long ago.
I'm sorry, Kratos. Even at your most vengeful, you must not have wanted to see harm come to her.
Pandora was innocent. The way she saw things, she could reach me when few could. She deserved better than to be a pawn, sacrificed in a game of gods.
Your regret is palpable. But thank you for letting yourself remember. That is important.
Well, this is an unusual little corner of Valhalla, isn't it? Let's see what else we can find in here.
Left side, brother!
Careful. Who knows what's waiting for you in that mess?
Behind you, watch out! Right flank! Brother! These bastards about to explode!
I think we're meant to choose one chest or the other. Shall we have a look? Big ball of light coming your way! Right side, incoming!
Do you yet wish to speak about Sigrun? She was eager to receive you mere days ago. What has changed?
Oh, don't pretend to be interested in my romantic life, brother.
I am interested, and you are evading the question. What happened?
Well,
This
after you
conversation will have to wait.
drop- time to push along. Left flank! Behind you, watch out! I believe your target's on the battlefield there. Watch your left! Behind you! Look out! Ha! I knew you'd get that one. Made it through the burden. Valhalla seems to appreciate that. Ready to move to the next space, brother? Should be clear.
Guess you're not done with me yet, Kratos. All your righteous haranguing about how evil the gods are somehow gloss over that little extra nudge you gave them.
Opening the box was Athena's plan. I did not know the consequences.
You would claim ignorance of the consequences of trusting Athena? Is that your idea of a joke, Kratos? Because I admit it's hilarious. But let's be real, Kratos. Whether you should have suspected the consequences or not, you certainly can't claim that you would have cared about them. You wanted the power to kill Ares. And because you wanted it, everything is justified. That's your moral code at the end of the day, isn't it? To imagine
Quiet,
you...
Helios.
Oh, how precious. I don't think you can be trusted to keep that safe at all. Pretty sure he agrees with me. Always looking for an edge. Is this a game to you? Still a monster, I see. A centaur. They don't usually get this close. Break the tether, quickly! Incoming charge! Why are you using that weapon? Confused? Okay, you've killed everything. You are well on your way to satisfying Valhalla. It's in the ground! Watch from underneath! Right track! Incoming crossfire! Sight to your right, you lummox! need to kill the really powerful one. Just guessing. It's charging at us. Incoming back here. More of that Bifrost! You seem depleted somehow. Did war Valhalla? Seems superfluous, but alright. Above you, incoming! Incoming dive! Above you, watch out! Untether yourself, man! That should be enough slaughter. Don't you wish you could have broken the mast and skewered all their heads with it? Oh, you must kill whatever is making that sound! Incoming back here! Incoming! Right side! From behind! Incoming! Line behind you! And things just got harder. Did you forget that haste is a factor here? On your right! Behind you! Watch out! Oh, was that it? Watching you think? What a thrill.
Hello again, Kratos.
Fight! Umhuxen!
Defend your boy!
Defend yourself. Under all your skill, primal instinct. Great beard, by the way. Hookson, be ready. When last we fought, I asked what was inside the box you opened. You told me fear, deceit, hatred.
Yes! Magnifying what was already in the gods!
But you know very well there's something else. Come on!
Left side, incoming! Left side, brother!
Arms up! Come on! Don't get distracted. Hookson, on your guard. Fight. Fight. Hookson. Defend yourself. Hookson, on your guard. It's terrifying when you do that, truly. Don't get distracted. Hookson, be ready. Stop, Kratos. I yield.
Hard fought.
Let's see what your mind has worked out. When the evils of the box were purged, what remained was hope, which you chose to release back to the world.
Yes. After everything, you came back full circle to sacrificing yourself.
My death would have been just, but it was not to be.
Yes, you lived, and hope still lived inside you, from that day to this one. One might say you brought hope back to these realms after a long slumber. Box or no box, Kratos. Hope and fear and love and hate exist in every one of us. The question is, which will you choose to let guide your actions? Each choice we make shapes our world.
I see the truth of it.
And?
I believe I am ready to walk through that door.
Excellent.
I say to you? I remember how it felt to take that throne. All that it meant. And all that it did not. A god of war. A god of pain. Of suffering. Of destruction. And no one said I chase redemption that I know I can never deserve. What does that make me? God of fools. A god of... hope. When all else is lost. You lost everything. And everyone. You became... There is no forgiving you. You chose! I chose. But now... should I, this same man, should I sit, take, proclaim, lead, place myself in service? In service? Should I lose everything and everyone? There's to be enough left inside so that I do not become you. I do not know. But I have hope. You are cruel and arrogant and selfish. But you are more than that. You have always been more than what others saw. You are more than that.
Well, looks like I missed everything. Did you find what you needed? Glad to hear it, brother. We're done here then, so, what now?
Now, I believe I would like to sit here for a while.
Well done, General. I had no doubt you would see this through to the end.
Congratulations. I hope Valhalla gave you
Look
everything
who's
you
returning from the front gate for once. Something must have happened in there.
I take it this is a
Freya.
good...
I will join you. I will try to be what the people need.
Good. I'm very pleased to hear that. And that you found what you needed here.
I could not have done so without my friends. I am grateful.
Valhalla is at your disposal, Kratos. If you have more you wish to work out, now or later, we will heed the call.